and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Lydia. Our top story, a new school year begins.
School is off to a great start. Check out some highlights from the first day.
Good morning. Welcome to the 2015-16 school year. I am never surprised by the excitement of a first day of school, and here we go. I'm excited.
I think the Sageville community needs to know this. This is your 30th year as a principal.
Yes, my 30th year, and I couldn't be more excited.
30 years. That's quite an accomplishment.
It is, and I'm so proud to be the principal of Sageville School.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Morning, guys.
You finished your homework?
So are these like 5th graders this year? 5th graders. How did that happen? What did you do over summer vacation?
I went on vacation. We went camping and I went on a 30-mile bike ride.
Went swimming. I went camping. I got a turtle. I had the water fight.
Sageville School welcomes all our new staff and students. It's great to have you with us.
Fifth graders went to 4 mountains this month. It was an awesome day of teamwork and leadership.
Hands down! Yeah!
How was it, Lauren? Tell us what it was like.
Good.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I've done it before, so it's easy.
All right, so bear hug and roll to your left. I'm sure it will. Water downstairs.
Shaking?
Yes.
Beating? Your leg shaking?
Yeah.
You did awesome. Good job.
Now what? We're going to go to the swing next or the wall?
Swing.
Good job.
Can't believe I did this on Friend Heights.
Let's go, Emma!
Shit.
The shoe got caught.
Oh, you did awesome.
How you doing?
My shoe got caught.
How did Mom handle that?
Good.
She was awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad she did it.
Yeah.
In 4th grade, while studying the effects that force and load have on motion, students were challenged to build a lunar vehicle.
The space vehicle needed to carry a load while being pulled by a rope. It had to move across their workspace in just 4 to 6 seconds. Check it out.
Now we need someone to stop just taking a picture of it. You do it. You go break it? I'm trying to answer.
You're trying to build a what?
Roof.
A roof. What's all this connects business? Why are you playing with these? Are you supposed to be doing science? So tell me what you're doing here.
We have a design challenge and we're trying to make our car move down the ramp in 4 to 6 seconds by using washers.
So what do the washers do?
The washers pull it down the ramp and they make it go faster.
So the washers are acting as what?
It's called a falling weight system.
And what does it have to be able to carry, Will?
It has rocks.
Any old rocks or rocks from where?
The moon rocks.
That's all for this month. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the return of a special friend after SNN.
We'll see you next month. Until then, we hope that your news is good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
Hello, I'm Lance Evergreen, the world's greatest outdoor adventurer. Well, I'm back with an even greater adventure. Sassy, come on down! It's time for breakfast! That's right, I'm a dad! Who would have thunk it? Sassy, it's time for breakfast! Kids, come on. Sassy, time to wake up! Knock, knock. Whoa! Whoa! Sassy, good morning, buddy. Time to wake up. It's time for school. Today's a big day. It's Sassy's first day at Sageville School. He's excited and he's ready to rock and roll. One of the most important things to a good day is having a good, nutritious breakfast. I tried to find ants and tree bark, but I just couldn't find it. But these squatchios will work just fine. More. Very good. Sassy! Hey! It's important that you look good on the first day of school, okay? So we need to comb your hair. Now hang on, little buddy, hang on. Oh. Sassy is kind of ratty. What'd you get into, some weeds? Oh, hold on! Sassy, the bus is almost here, buddy. Hey, you be strong on there. You'll be just fine. Okay, you have a great day. See you later. Bye. Sassy's gonna be just fine.
Hi, Sassy. Welcome to the bus. Have a seat. Have a great day at school. Bye, Sassy.
Bye, have a good day. See you this afternoon.
Kids, you might see Sassy in your classroom, the lunchroom, or at recess. It's going to be a great year. What could possibly go wrong?
The Sasquatch Tracking Undercover Protective Investigation Division has one mission. We track Sasquatches. We find Sasquatches. We capture Sasquatches. We bring Sasquatches to our top secret government facility. Well, I guess technically that's 4 missions. I've spent the last year tracking a possible Sasquatch. Here's what's strange. These creatures don't usually stay in one place too long. But the Sasquatch I'm tracking, it seems to have settled in one particular location. There! Our Sasquatch satellites indicate he's somewhere in the Midwest. Iowa? To be exact. You can run, Sasquatch, but you can't hide. I'm coming for you.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Aaliyah.
And I'm Frankie. Our top story this month is Applesauce Day.
Kindergarten students learned all about apples and even made their own applesauce. Check it out.
You have a pretty All right, good deal. Okay.
In kindergarten, we are celebrating our Applesauce Day. The last week we have been doing many apple activities, and so today is kind of the culmination of everything that we've been learning. We are peeling and coring and slicing and cutting apples in order to make applesauce. We'll be tasting it at our applesauce or at our open house this evening, and then students are involved in all sorts of different apple activities throughout the classroom. So we're reading more about apples, we're doing some apple stamping, and we're working with apples.
Pour some more to chop that one. You want to start cutting them this way?
Or do I put the bucket?
You're going to take them out of there. Here.
When
Do
you're
you like to
little,
cook?
they're
Do you?
Doing a wonderful job.
All right. Either cutting, coring, or storing.
Open marker.
Here's a, and then
With the butter knife.
okay, can I take a picture of you guys cutting your apple?
Please send that to my mom, please.
So when you're all done washing your hands, bring a wet paper towel.
Going. You know how these work?
Give it a little push for you to keep
All right.
it going.
Awesome.
Just going in a circle.
I always get it stuck right there at the end, Jackson. And you're going to take this one into your classroom by Miss Wheeland, okay? You are a pro.
There we go.
This month, we had our Fall Fitness Day. We also learned about yoga, and some amazing volunteers who helped with our Sageville garden were recognized for their great work. Here are some highlights.
Speaking of the Sageville Garden, isn't it awesome? Here's a look back at the garden and its creation.
After school, football is held in October. Here's a look at some future Hall of Fame athletes.
That's all for this month. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the next episode of Sassy Goes to School up next.
We'll see you in November. Until then, we hope your news
is good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
Sassy, welcome to Sageville. I'm Miss Mac, the principal. Well, come on in my office and we'll get registered for school. Usually we have the parents come in with the student to register. This is highly unusual. But, oh, I see here that Lance Evergreen has adopted you. So, what kind of special needs does a Sasquatch have? Sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry, I don't speak Sasquatch. Maybe I'll check with our ELL teacher.
I speak Squatch.
Who are you?
Leroy, ma'am. Sassy and I knows each other. I can be his translator if you like.
That would be wonderful. I tried to find some records from his previous school, but I couldn't find any. Well, it doesn't look like Sassy ever attended school before.
Nature was Sassy's school. He learned from the trees and the bubbling brooks. For reading, he read the clouds. As for math, he counted blades of grass. Social studies, well, that was a little trickier.
Thanks, I get the idea. Sassy, stop.
I told him he's not in the wild anymore. He's at school, so he gots to behave himself.
Okay, come on now. If you're going to be a student at Sageville School, you have to learn to do the terrific pledge. Now raise your right hand. Come on, get it up. Okay. I pledge to be trustworthy, respectful, and responsible. I pledge to be fair, caring, and a good citizen. I pledge to make my school a better place. Now that's better. Since you've never been in school before, you're gonna have to start in preschool. And your teacher's name is Miss Chelsea, and you're going to love her and your class. So now you're gonna head off to class, Sassy. I want you to have a great day. Thanks, Leroy, for your help. Well, I'm sure Sassy is going to be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Where are you, Sasquatch? Where are you? Do you think you can hide from me? Sergeant Major Stonefield? I'll find you and I'll bring you back to my top secret headquarters. But I can't tell you where that's at because it's top secret. And once you're here, I'm gonna run tests on you. And I'm not talking about those math tests or reading tests or social studies tests. No. These tests will be very different. Let's just hope you pass those tests, because if you fail, that's gonna be too bad for you. Enjoy your freedom, Sasquatch, because everything is about to change.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Heaven.
And I'm Tessa. Our top story for November, the 4th and 5th grade music program.
Mrs. Griffin and the students did a great job with their music program. It was all about fall. And how about those Cranberry Boys?
The Cranberry Boys, and where did they come from?
SNN goes behind the music as we reveal the secret history of one of America's greatest musical groups.
The Cranberry Boys. They're as American as apple pie or cranberry pie. Icons, legends, musical geniuses. But where did the Cranberry Boys get their start? Many would be surprised to learn the boys first debuted at the Grand Ole Opry as a country band. As you might guess, this didn't work out too well, and the Cranberry Boys quickly reformed, but this time as a rock and roll group. The rest, as they say, is history. Sellout crowds, gold records, groupies. It was the beginning of a fantastic success for the Cranberry Boys. As times changed, the Cranberry Boys changed with it. Their hairstyle, their magnificent wardrobe, and yes, even their membership. A fifth Cranberry Boy joined the band in the 1970s, causing great personal turmoil within the group. These were dark days for the Cranberry Boys. They nearly split apart, but wiser heads prevailed, and they found themselves back on top with Our Very Best, a collection of their greatest hits, followed by their #1 album of all time, Love You Very Much. Though time has passed, the Cranberry Boys have never gone out of style. Classics then, classics now, classics forever. Sageville School salutes these legendary performers, the Cranberry Boys.
Did you know that kindergarten planted a tree? It's true. They even named it Curly Q. Check it out.
Today we are planting a tree. Part of our fall science unit, Trees and Weather, is planting a tree and adopting a tree. So we adopt schoolyard trees and we also plant a tree. And what we will be able to do is observe the tree throughout the seasons and monitor all the changes that the tree makes. Okay, how about the next person? You did it. Very good. So we're going to come over here and lay down.
I'm glad we planted a tree. I'm glad its name is Curly Q. I like the name. The name of Curly Q is my favorite name. That tree is is little, so I want to take care of it and have a good time. I'm happy. I'm happy we planted the tree.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the tree.
I love the tree. I like how the tree goes. I love your tree. I like how it's planted. I like the tree because it's really pretty, because it has all them curly leaves, and that we got to like crunch up soil because it's fun to do that. I like throwing the dirt in. I like planting it. This is the baby tree and it's so fun. When we planted it, it's so much fun.
That's okay.
Is that wet?
This month, Sageville students got a lesson in fire safety. Here's what happened. Fourth graders learned about recycling. They went to Ditmer Recycling to get a tour. Have you seen our really unique class photos? They are on our Flickr photo page, which is linked to the Sageville website. Here they are.
That's all for this month. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the next episode of Sassy Goes to School. Up next.
We'll see you in December. Until then, we hope that your news is good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
Things will be just fine. Now, you're gonna encounter some things that you ain't ever seen in the wild before. Now, I know you've wrestled grizzly bears, ran down mountain lions, slept with the snakes. You're gonna see something that's gonna chill the blood inside you. Something they call preschoolers. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Now calm down, Sassy. Everything's gonna be all right. You're gonna make yourself some friends. And that Miss Chelsea, she's real nice. Yeah, you'll get to play. Yeah, you'll have fun. No, I may speak Squatch, but I don't speak preschool. They got a language all their own. Now, big boy, it's gonna be okay. Now you go on in there and get your learning.
We have a new friend in our class today. His name is Sassy. Can everyone say hello to Sassy? Hi, Sassy. This is my first year as a preschool teacher and I absolutely love it. But every day comes with its own challenges. In preschool, we're really working hard on making good choices and following the rules. But having a Sasquatch in here doesn't really help. I want to talk to you about what our bodies should look like when we're right here at Circle. So remember, I want you to catch your words and raise your hand and tell me, what should your body look like when you're at Circle?
We have to be quiet.
So your voices should be off?
Sit down.
Sitting down. What should your legs look like? Crisscross, you got it. What should your ears be doing?
Listening.
Our ears are listening. Our eyes are on the speaker. Sassy, don't forget, catch your words and raise your hand. There you go, good Sasquatch. Kayla. No. I think Sassy's really fitting in. The children have accepted him with open arms and they're really getting along. But he does shed a lot.
Break it! No!
Hey, James, you wanna come in? I got your hand. Somewhere. A lot of times in preschoolers, the children copy what their friends are doing. But with Sassy here, it's a case of monkey see, monkey do.
Oh, no!
I have to find Sasquatch. Every report indicates he's somewhere in Iowa. But where? Where could he be? He is so reclusive, so mysterious. It's almost impossible for my squad satellites to track him down. At last, there he is. I found him. I've detected a male Sasquatch at Sageville School in Dubuque, Iowa? Why would a Sasquatch be at a school? Looks like I need to bring in my special ops agent. Are you ready to help me track down this Sageville Sasquatch? Sergeant Lola?
Yes, sir.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Cole.
And I'm Savannah. Our top story for December is the Polar Plunge.
Sageville raised money for the Polar Plunge and Special Olympics. We had the Miss Smack Math Attack and the Sassy Scramble. Check it out.
Girls volleyball took place in November. Here are some highlights. Sageville held its annual spelling bee this month. It was an exciting competition.
P-L-U-S. Correct.
Bark.
B-A-R-K.
Correct.
S-M-U-G. A-P-A-R-T. C-R-A-N-N-Y. T-H-I-N-G.
B-R-O-O-N.
I honestly am really happy that I believed in myself. I did what my mom and my grandma and them told me. Like, first I was really nervous and I didn't want to do it, but my mom kept pushing me and making me do it, so I'm just glad of what I did.
I'm really excited, but in the beginning I was really nervous.
I know.
And every time I went up, I thought I was going to get a word wrong.
That's all for this month. Up next, Sassy goes to school. He's in kindergarten this month.
We'll see you in 2016. Until then, we hope that your news
Is good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
Hi, Sassy. Welcome.
Hi, Sassy.
Come on in. Hi, Lance.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
What's there? Oh, okay, let's leave the table down.
Sassy.
Maybe kind of scoot back a little bit. Sassy for language arts is doing pretty well. He's in the benchmark group, which is the grade level group. He's really picking up on his sight words. He's really eager to learn them and practice them. We also noticed that when he doesn't know a word, he's using like pictures and different strategies to figure it out.
For writing, we've been working on, staying in the lines, and you can see here he really is just kind of still struggling with that. He's got big hands, so we've been really working on that pencil grip. He usually does this, and we haven't taught him that, so we're working on the pinching and kind of holding it. So yes, you want to show Dad how you're doing that?
And he doesn't always use the same hand either. Sometimes he uses both hands.
Table 3.
Chair. On the chair nicely. Just like that. Good job, Sassy. Sassy, don't lift the table up. Nope. No, Sassy. Like this. You can look right there. No, I wrote the number 1 for you. Get to work, Sassy.
He goes above the line a lot, and sometimes the letters are really large.
Oh, you're supposed to write between the lines?
Yeah. And that's something you could model for him at home, too. Actually, Lance, I can kind of show you how to model that for him. So you want to actually pinch it with your fingers and kind of rest it on your other hand, so your fingers are kind of working like a rest there. If you want to try it, that might help you model for that at home.
Squatch don't write. Squatch just bangs rocks together.
No, Sass. Okay. Husband gets it. It's kind of big. Practice in the line, Sassy. Slide this on, Sassy. Sassy, put your fingers in here.
And one thing that works very well to help with that formation as well is holding something in his hand.
Would a dead squirrel work?
We're thinking more in terms of some things that we could use here at school to help him with that formation, like balling up a tissue and holding it in his hand to have that formation with the fingers.
Yeah, we really don't want any dead animals in the school.
Please sit up. Crisscross applesauce. Hands in your lap so we have room for everybody.
He's been doing good with his math work.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He can actually go all the way to 10. So we're working on getting to 20. One thing is when we do math, we usually have a lot of manipulatives on the table, and he tends to lift the table up with his legs sometimes, because sometimes he gets excited and then everything just falls on the floor. So yeah, he's really excited about that.
Down, boy. Easy now.
Daddy, don't do it. Only when you go to the carpet and the jungle, you can crisscross applesauce. Yeah. Do you want to come out for recess? Don't say it out loud. Oh, good boy. He likes to play. And me. You can swing on the big monkey bars and go zag.
He does sometimes tend to blurt out. You said in small group, right? He's blurting out.
Squatches don't blurt. They chatter. It's the way of the wild. It's how they communicate.
So we're just working on, you know, yeah, and being a respectful student. Do you want to try it? And all the way up. Nope, not by yourself.
There you go. And then you wait until a teacher calls on you to talk.
Good job. Yes. So that's, you know, not that you can really work on that at home, but we're gonna keep working on that at school. And his friends have been trying. It's okay. You know, it's the first time to have a Sasquatch in school. It's okay.
Sassy, don't do that.
And then there was just one more behavior thing we wanted to talk about. So when we walk in the hall, he's been like high-fiving the doorways.
I wonder where he gets that from.
I just don't want him to fall down and get hurt, or maybe he trips and falls and then falls on all the other kids.
Or break the door frame. But you know, he's not like destroying school property, so it's not really severe, but
You might need to wash your hands afterwards, Sassy, okay?
Sassy, you're doing a good job transitioning into kindergarten, and he's made a lot of friends. Do you have any questions?
Can Sassy read yet?
Well, he can read some sight words, as Miss Cruzy said.
Could he teach me?
To read?
Yes.
Probably. I mean,
I'll help you out with that, Greenie. I speak Squatch and I read Englishes.
well, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Dad goes home with you.
Pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah.
Enjoy your extended
Thanks for
break.
coming, Sassy. I'll get the chair.
All right, Sassy, let's go.
Bye. See you later.
Don't forget to stop at the book fair. Oh, no, Sassy, see, that's what we're talking about. Can you come back and practice that a little bit? This, you know.
Practice touching the ceiling?
Well, no, come on back in, because this, you know, it'll probably be easier for you to understand if we're talking about how we practice lining up. Sassy, can you kind of line up there and just show Dad how we line up? Very good. Right at the line there. And then when it's time to go, just keep your hands at your side and don't jump up and touch those things.
Lance, you actually did that too.
Good job. That's the way we do it. Good job, Sassy.
So, could you kind of model that for him too? Like, you know, walk without touching it?
Yeah, look at how your dad's coming out the door.
Right at your side.
Excellent job.
Thanks for coming.
See you later. See you Monday.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to SNN Sageville News Network. I'm Owen.
And I'm Joshua. Our top story for January is Kids on the Block.
Third graders are learning about kids with disabilities. It's a great program that includes puppet shows and lots of interesting experiences. Check it out.
Yeah, I call it my cruiser. And you know what I did the other day?
What?
A wheelie, like this. Whoa! Whoa!
How do you get to school or play or have any fun?
Well, I go to school in a school bus, just like you do.
Yeah?
But my bus has a lift on it. And I wheel my cruiser onto the lift and lifts me and the cruiser up into the bus.
Just like an elevator. Ronaldo, could we show the boys and girls how you use your cane?
Sure.
Okay, So if Ronaldo was out for a walk and he ran into something like this, he'd be feeling all around it with his cane. And what do you think, Ronaldo?
Well, it's not too tall. I could step over it.
Oh, or up on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
On it.
All right, let's see. Let's see if you can jump up there. Woo! Okay, good. Now jump back down. All right, but now, what if it was like this, Ronaldo? See what you think this time.
Oh, that's too tall. I'll have to go around that
So
one.
you go around. Good.
Third grade is doing Kids on the Block program. And we're learning about people with disabilities.
And some activities we did is we got a ride in a wheelchair and we were blindfolded.
And then we help them get around so they can experience what it's like with a disability.
So we had to take turns in the wheelchair and we had to go like a half an hour in school in the wheelchair, and we had to try getting around to all the places that we had to get to. Braille is something right here that it's bumps that people with an accessible disability can feel, and it says something like back restroom or something, and that this symbol right here, it means that somebody with an accessible disability can use this bathroom.
And I think that the Braille message is restroom accessible.
Our music teacher, Mrs. Griffin, left Sageville School after 7 years. She took a new job at Shullsburg District School to be closer to her family.
We had a fun farewell assembly for Mrs. Griffin, which included the return of the
Cranberry Boys.
Miss you more than you could know. Our sweet Melissa.
You're so supportive. Everybody's just being so nice and supportive and saying good luck. So thank you very much.
Sageville School welcomes our new music teacher, Ms. Schultes. It's great to have you at Sageville, and we know that you'll bring beautiful music to our school.
5th graders studied explorers this month. Here are a few highlights.
Welcome to 5A's Early European Explorer reenactment, where there's 8 European explorers that we've been studying for the last few weeks. And then finally, we made some masks for this awesome reenactment that we're going to do today.
My explorer was Robert de La Salle. He was the first French explorer to claim territory by the Mississippi. He brought 200 settlers to the Mississippi, but they missed the mouth of it, and they were 500 miles west, and they thought he was crazy and he was murdered.
Mine was Jacques Cartier, who came from Europe, and the fact is that he gave the name of St. Lawrence, the river, and also gave the name of Canada, which is very, very amazing.
My European explorer was Hernan Cortez, and he made an impact on the world by defeating the Aztecs, and if he didn't do that, the world would have been very different.
My explorer was Juan Ponce de Leon, and his first exploration, he went to Puerto Rico because he heard stories about gold,
then he went to, I forgot what the name was, but it was similar in Florida, and he went there because he heard stories about a fountain of youth. And he went to Cuba because he was trying to settle there, and there in 1521 he fought with Indians and got a arrow in the stomach and died in 1521 in Cuba.
You know that we have a late arrival every Friday morning, but why? What do teachers do while we students are sleeping in?
Well, SNN went behind the scenes to investigate what happens during a Friday morning teacher in-service meeting.
On this Friday, Mrs. Johnson was showing other teachers how she teaches math with cognitive guided instructions, or CGI. A group of students were there to work with the teachers.
Seen the crayfish in 3rd grade? They're kind of creepy looking.
The 3rd graders?
No, the crayfish, of course.
We're starting to learn about crayfish, and we just got them, and we're trying to get them into the tubs, and a lot of people are just a little afraid and awe and crazy, but they're really awesome.
Like Mr. Cusick, she's being a really big wimp, and she's making all the kids touch him, but none of the kids wanted to touch him, so we had to get Mr. Ball, and then Mr. Ball touched them all, and then we picked up the biggest one, and it was really big, and it had really big pinchers.
That's all for this month. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the next episode of Sassy Goes to School, up next.
We'll see you in February. Until then, we hope your news is good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
Because we need to get our sillies out, and let's show Sassy how we do that.
Brain break activity for kids to kind of get their focus and also get their energy and wiggles out.
job in Washington, D.C.
That's why I'm calling. Sergeant Major Stonefield has started the Sasquatch Tracking Undercover Protective Investigation Division. It's top secret.
Never heard of it.
That's because it's top secret. Stonefield is tracking Sasquatches.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's found one. In Dubuque, Iowa.
Wow, really? What are the odds of finding another Sasquatch around here?
Lance! Sassy is the Sasquatch he's been tracking.
What?
He's obsessed with finding Sassy. It's all he thinks about. And he won't stop until he finds him.
Lola, you have to stop him. Sassy's having a great school year. Getting captured by the military would really mess up his map test scores. We can't let him find Sassy.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Why are you asking me, Lola? You're way smarter than me.
Okay, let me think, little cousin. Okay, I have a plan.
Thanks for the heads up, Lola. Don't worry, Sassy. Daddy's cousin has everything under control.
Hello and welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Kendra. Our top story for February, Dance Marathon.
Sageville raised over $1,700 for the Children's Miracle Network. Because of that, we had a super fun dance marathon in the gym. Here are some highlights.
We had our sweetheart dance on February 12th.
There were pixie sticks, a balloon drop, and Sassy showed up. Mr. Mock's 5th grade class brought the Titanic back to life. His class did an awesome presentation about the doomed ocean liner that sank in 1912. Get ready to board the Titanic.
Don't get us on video, we're moving up.
Many of the 706 third-class passengers were immigrants from Europe, like us.
The third-class passengers were able to socialize in a large room where they played games, danced, and listened to music.
The third-class passengers paid the lowest for their tickets. They were put in the darkest and lowest part of the ship called the steerage.
The entire path of the ship. It had a long journey.
The Titanic was really close to its destination, but around here it kind of sunk by an iceberg. But its original path was to reach New York. When the Titanic sunk, when it hit the iceberg, the middle cracked. So when the other piece came down, it kind of hanged, and then it just came down, and then the other piece was just floating, and then a little bit after it just came down.
This is a very high-tech submarine with very high-definition cameras. Now, there's no one in there because the water pressure would just be too much.
We showed up for 8 hours straight. Why are we called the Black Ant? Because of the coal dust that settles on our faces and torsos.
Oh, don't you hate the bosses in the boiler rooms? Hit you on the head if you mess up.
The other thing that's clearly not awesome is there are 29 boilers.
Mine was icebergs. Icebergs come in all shapes and sizes. Icebergs travel with ocean currents. Icebergs can get caught in shallow waters or on shore.
Are you ladies enjoying the Titanic? I know I am.
Yes, this is a lovely voyage.
Agreed. Wait, here comes our food.
This course is served.
Thank you, Mr. Chef.
Call me Chef Luigi.
Wait, what was that?
I feel too. Relax, it's probably a nothing.
Oh, all right.
I will talk about the songs. The last song they played was Near My God to Thee. They also played Autumn. The orchestra members tried to calm the passengers.
Many people were confused on the way to go after the order to the lifeboats was given.
The 100th day of school was celebrated this month. Kindergarten students and teachers dressed up like they were 100 years old and did some great activities.
Happy 100th day of school. We have been anticipating the 100th day of school ever since the beginning of the kindergarten year. We've been counting down every day during our calendar. Today's a celebration, so what we're doing is a lot of different activities counting to 100. We have 100-piece puzzles, 100 dot-to-dots. We're counting to 100 on tens frames. We're writing to 100. We're watching some book flicks videos. We're making some 100 necklaces and doing everything the 100 way today.
And Mrs. Wieland, or Granny Wieland, if I may, you've apparently aged overnight.
I have. This is what kindergarten does to you.
I really like this project because we're feeding the birdies, chipmunks, squirrels.
What's with the hat?
It's for the 100th day. We're supposed to look real old.
Do old people wear hats?
I think so. And I got a mustache and glasses.
Where's your mustache?
Oh, it's over there.
What happened? You're all wrinkly.
My mom did makeup on me.
Do old people, when you're 100, do you think you'll have wrinkles like that?
Yeah, my granny does for wrinkles. She's only 32, but my Auntie, he's 66. But my granny's 62.
I'm sure they will appreciate you saying that on camera.
80.
She's 100 years old today.
Oh, yes, she is.
Her hair wasn't ready, but she just had to come to school anyway.
Well, when you're 100, you have to kind of come to school as you are, you know. What happened to your hair? You're bald. You think when you're 100, you're actually going to be bald?
I'm wearing an apron, and I'm wearing a dress, I'm wearing ties, I'm wearing boots.
What about your necklace?
I'm wearing a necklace.
But I noticed there's numbers on that necklace. What's going on?
We put 10, and then 10 and 10, and then we put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, all the way to 100.
Mrs. Hurd, you do not look a day over 99.
Why, thank you. We age a lot.
Yes, yes, you do.
We made different things.
And how many are on each strip?
10.
And how many strips did you do?
10.
So how many do we have altogether? 20?
Oh, 100.
Yeah, 100.
We're putting these on a count in the 10, and then we cut these.
Oh.
So how many will we have at the end?
100.
Do you know anybody that's 100 years old?
Oh, I know one that's past 100.
You do?
Mom's a working person.
Oh.
She works with her.
I thought you were going to say your mom at first.
No, she's almost turning 40.
Okay. So she's not even halfway to 100, is she?
No.
No. You forgot to shave today.
Yeah.
Laura didn't make her yet, Jackson. What? Laura didn't make her necklace yet.
How many pieces are in this puzzle?
100.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Girls and boys basketball took place in February. Here's a look at those future NBA stars. That's all for this month. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the next installment of Sassy Goes to School. Up next. We will see you in March. It's almost spring. Until then, we hope that your news is good news.
a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
Sassy's our classmate, and we're teaching him how to do math today.
What do you think we might be counting by with this counting sequence? You think we're counting by 5s? Agree, disagree, what do you think? Sassy, if we agree, we do a thumbs up, and if we disagree, we usually do a thumbs down. So instead of doing both, maybe you could tell us, do you agree? Do you think we're counting by 5? No, okay.
I did 22, 21, 20, 19, 18.
Okay. Anybody agree, disagree, or do it differently? You think Sassy agree, disagree, or do it differently? You agree? I want all of you to have at least one counting collection available at your desks.
We group them into 5s. How much is that? 45. So we keep counting up by 5 or 10. We could do any number like 20, 5, 10, 15. Okay, now here. Yeah. You can help us take 5 out. You can count by 5 to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how you write 5s. Now you try. 10 is a 1 and a 0. That's how you write 10.
Wait for you to count.
Now write 15. 1, 5. Yeah.
What are you guys counting?
Good job, Sassy. Now write 20. 2, 0.
Sassy, that's a great way to count. But what happens when we run out of fingers and toes? Then what? Then what do we have to do? What do we have to start using?
Fingers and toes.
Use somebody else's fingers and toes? Do we have to start using numbers? Yeah. Because otherwise we're going to run out.
Using numbers. So write that.
We're using 2s to get to 10. And then we're putting them in groups and then counting them out. Now we need to sort these.
Sassy's doing good, and we're teaching him not to use his fingers and toes because he would run out of room. And his desk is kind of messy. The only reason why we do not know Sassy's math strategies is because we don't know how to speak Sasquatch.
One of the hardest parts about having a Sasquatch in here for math class is probably the size of his fingers and his toes. He can't pick up the counters very well, and as you can see, some of the counters ended up all over the place.
You can't really play with those because those are for math, and we need to start working. This is the best math ever.
Thanks to Sergeant Lola, I've located the Sasquatch. He's at Sageville School. He has no idea I'm coming for him because I'm so secretive. And in fact, at some point, I need to stop talking to myself. I'm nearing the drop zone. There it is,
SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Matthew. Our top story for March, book houses.
Sageville was given 2 awesome book houses that will be placed outside.
You'll be able to take a free book and donate books. Here's how it happened.
This is a great day at Sageville, Read Across America Day, Dr. Seuss's birthday. We have some friends from the city and the Black Men's Coalition with us today. They've donated 2 free libraries to Sageville School. I'd like to introduce Courtney and Anderson and Kelly Bukana, who's on our site council, and let them tell the story of how this happened today.
So really it's about making sure that all kids have access to books. So myself and Kelly, we worked together, and she mentioned that she wanted to make sure that kids in Sageville have access to book. And being with Courtney, the barber who gave free haircuts for reading, he received some free libraries and a lot of books, and we just wanted to make sure that kids out here had access to books and that we continue to help kids read.
Yeah, and I'm just proud to say that I tip my hat to Sageville Elementary School for accepting the Barber Reading Challenge and promoting literacy across America.
And remember, parents, it takes 500 minutes outside the school day to improve your child's reading. Kelly?
I'm just happy to be here and helping to make an impact on our grade level reading and hoping that all the kids are going to enjoy the free books that they'll be having access to moving forward.
Some people can't afford the books, so this is a good thing so that people that can't afford them can get books to read.
It's a great cause for people who don't have as much money as other people, and that they can get books for free.
These free little libraries will eventually be installed on our school grounds, but until that ground is unfrozen, you will find these on a counter somewhere in our library.
So we also brought a box of books that have been donated from different individuals throughout the country who saw the story of the barber who gave free haircuts and wanted to make sure that, once again, that kids in our community have access to books. So we brought over probably like 200 books. And once again, it's for any kid in the community in Sageville who wants a book, who needs a book, or who just wants to, read something new.
Well, let's celebrate this great event with our Sageville clap. Storm!
Speaking of books, Mrs. Cervantes' class are authors.
They created their own books and had printed. Then they all received a copy. Check it out.
All right, first grade. So our book has arrived. We are all published authors.
There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome. Graydon, Tate,
Hi.
Ryder, and Wyatt.
So my first grade class wrote an ABC book. Each child had a letter, and they were able to choose an animal that started with that letter, write a couple sentences about it, and they were able to draw a picture.
It's good and awesome, and there's a lot of words out here.
Can you show me the part you did?
Right here.
Oh.
It's awesome, and I like it.
What's awesome about it?
That I made an awesome picture.
Let's see it.
I made a wolfish.
Is this your page, Gavin?
Yeah.
Fourth graders learned how to make origami.
They made paper cranes. Take a look.
What we did is both fourth grade classes read the book Sadeko and the 1,000 Paper Cranes, which is a true story about a young girl who lived during World War II in Japan and passed away due to effects of leukemia when the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. And today we had 2 guests
teach all the fourth graders origami, Mr. and Mrs. Symes. Both fourth grade classes, it took about 45 to 50 minutes to make one paper crane each student. But today they were the guests in our school and the students enjoyed it.
Hi, my name is Randy Symes. This is my wife, Sharon. This is Mr. Howler's sister. We were here today to teach about origami. It's a special paper folding technique originated in Japan. I was born in Tokyo. My mother taught me when I was very young, and we decided to perform a crane today here at the school since they read the book about it.
Fifth graders have been working on the next Space School movie since December. The movie will premiere May 31st at Sageville and at Mindframe Theaters.
SNN goes behind the scenes to watch the making of
Space School, Lost in the Galaxy.
Thoughts about Space School so far? We've just kind of started working on it, but how's it been?
Really good. It's working out really planned as it's planned.
It's just a chance to do something new, and I just think it's fun to try.
Now, you guys have a challenge, though, because most of what we do, you're standing in front of that green screen, and you're pretending that things are happening that really aren't happening. And even people around you, right? Like the other day, Lauren, you filmed a scene where you had to pretend that Sophia was standing next to you, and was she?
No. Not at all. She was like invisible, but she actually was sick.
We're going to film, you go ahead and turn around so we can see the jetpack. There you go. Nice.
It's made out of bottles.
It is made out of liter bottles of pop. Yeah. We're all about recycling, right, here at Sageville. You get frustrated because, remember, this is like a math problem or a puzzle that you can't solve. So yeah, that's kind of good how you do that. So maybe kind of throw your hands down or put your hands on your head like this, and then like look up so I can see your expression, and then you say the line, "How can we possibly solve this, Professor?" Okay? All right, here we go. Ready and action.
Professor, how can we possibly do this?
Good, except you looked in the camera. Try it again. Ready and action. Ready, so you're fighting against him, you're fighting, look over at the door that way, and 1, 2, 3, push! And then exhausted. Caitlin, you smiled and looked right at the camera. So you're going to have your arms up in front of you like you're flying through space. Yep, and just make sure that all of that is covered. So can you sort of like do that for a few seconds? All right, ready, Caitlin, and action. Really slow that line down a little bit.
Okay.
It's our only chance now. Run. Okay, ready? Don't look in the camera, look around the room. Action.
It's our only chance now. Run!
Good. All right, here we go. So lightweight, floating. And then here comes the meteorite. Swing, miss. Maybe, how about if you even spin around a little bit?
All right,
you think
and
you
then
could do
look
that?
this way?
Yeah, and then look that way at the end. Maybe when he says, "Could things get any worse?" Kenzie, you kind of go, like your eyes get really big, like, yes, they could.
Should I do
No, not that much. I would just be like, Your eyes get
Like
big.
look at him maybe?
Like, look, yeah, turn and maybe slowly look at him, and then Clayton, you look at her like, what did I say? Ready? Action.
Losing is the worst feeling in the game. I don't want to be in the floor.
You got it whacked in the face.
I got whacked at the shoulder.
Did you hit her with the helmet?
Yeah.
Okay, take it easy.
Whoa! Are you okay?
Whoa, who's supposed to say that line?
Me.
Yeah,
Her.
You don't say anything, you're She's very eager to talk, I can see. All right, let's try it again. Action, please.
Whoa! Are you okay? Bella.
Did she say it?
Yeah.
Bella.
Up next, Sassy goes to school.
That lovable Sasquatch is in 3rd grade this month. He's growing up so fast, isn't he?
That's all for this month. We'll see you in April. Until then, we hope that your news is good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
He's doing good. He's just kind of a little confused, but he's doing good so far.
Wow, look at Sassy out there. He's playing kickball, basketball, tetherball. Man, he's having a great time out there. Oh, that reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to play kickball too. And today is the best day ever because I finally get to kick the ball. When I was a kid, I always had to play defense. They never let me kick it. But today, I'm going to kick the ball. Well, here we go. Today is the best day ever. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Here we go.
And welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Hennessy.
And I'm Alden. Our top story for April is the kindergarten and second grade music program.
Miss Schultes directed a wonderful program, and the students weren't too shabby either. Check out some highlights.
This month, our preschool and kindergarten celebrated the Week of the Young Child. One of their awesome activities was Bubbles with Buddies. The new 5th grade movie, Space School, Lost in the Galaxy, premieres May 31st at Sageville and Mindframe Theaters. You won't want to miss this exciting adventure on the big screen. SNN presents the all-new trailer for Space School.
Star students, you have faced many challenges during your studies. But this might be the most important question you will face. What is your place in the universe? Where do you belong? How do you fit in?
Here we go again.
Buckle up.
Things are about to get a little topsy-turvy.
Losing is part of life. We all need second chances. And sometimes we learn our greatest lessons when we fail.
What on earth is happening?
Earth? We're not on Earth.
You should know there's also some strange aliens on this planet. And if they catch us,
We'll be history.
Our students, we can save them.
You will not risk more lives.
why should we trust you?
Dr. Omega twisted it into something evil. He's just a boy. What could he possibly do?
We're finished.
Join me or be exiled from space school forever.
All of your good thoughts and abilities become power.
We got him.
It's a trap. What have you done to him?
Bringing order to this chaotic place.
We're back.
Never forget, you are of great importance to the universe.
Up next, Sassy goes to school. He's in 4th grade this month, and you won't believe what happened. Get your tissues ready.
We'll see you in May. Until then, we hope your news
is
good news.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
I'm looking for a Sasquatch.
Seriously? This is your lucky day. You come to the right place. We just happen to have one right here.
Where would I find him? Have you seen him?
Have I seen him? Ha! Of course I have. He's practically my son. He's right over. Wait a minute. Is this the guy Lola warned me about? Sergeant Major something? Maybe I shouldn't tell him. He looks friendly, but Lola said he wants to capture Sassy. Maybe instead of pointing him in the right direction, I'll distract him instead. Good thinking, Lance. It's really fun to think things out in my head. I should try this more often. Hey, what's that over there?
A crafty move from a worthy opponent. But he's only delaying the inevitable. Now that I'm here, the Sasquatch's time at this school is over.
We haven't had a Sasquatch sighting for years at Swiss Valley Nature Center. So excited to have one today.
We're so excited about Sassy being in 4th grade.
There's 3 ways to get information, everyone. Observation. Observation. So with looking and really paying attention, right? Yes.
It's when you look at stuff and you observate it.
You observate it. You guys are really going to have to use your observation skills. You're going geocaching today. Anyone know what geocaching is?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a treasure hunt in the woods.
He's trying to pet the ducks. But he can't, but they're on display. Sassy, you can't touch them because they're in glass.
It's stuffed. Sassy, it's stuffed. It's not real anymore.
You're not supposed to be touching it.
We need to feed, I think we need to feed Sassy. Sassy, I might not want to touch that because that turtle can bite you.
It can't be turtle.
Yeah, a turtle can bite you. He's kind of scared on the bridge. That's because I don't think he's really walked on a bridge before. So I needed to help him, and then he started to stay confident.
Sassy, your feet aren't used to the ground anymore. Yeah, you've been in school too long. Your feet are getting a little wimpy. You don't have those big calluses anymore. You have to come back out and visit home more often.
But he's got to be safe, Trent.
You got how many legs are on there?
8.
There's more than that.
This is nice about it. It's big! Look at Sassy's he like we were helping him because he like wanted to like look and he could have gotten hurt, and so we were helping him. And he tried to touch the animals that are on display. Shouldn't do.
I don't know if it's dead or alive. I'm not going to poke it with sticks.
Dad, you can go swimming in that, but don't.
It'd be cold.
It probably made it more fun than it would have been if he was not here. Since the Sasquatch, he's like kind of in his natural habitat instead of at Sageville.
This Sasquatch sensor cost the military $3.5 million, but it works like a charm. No Sasquatch can resist this call. If that creature is anywhere in this proximity, he'll be drawn to my clever trap. You're mine, Sasquatch. Say goodbye to Sageville School. You're never coming back here again.
We're back with a special report.
Did you know that this year marks Miss Mack's 30th year as a school principal?
What an amazing accomplishment. Miss Mack, you have touched many lives, and Sageville School is so lucky to have you as our principal.
But we're not the only ones who feel that way. SNM presents a special report. Miss McDonald, 30 years as a school principal.
Before we show the special video, would Miss Mac please come forward? We can see you back there, Miss Mac. Please come and have a seat.
Some special guests would also like to join you.
We're back with a special report.
Did you know that this year marks Miss Mac's 30th year as a school principal?
What an amazing accomplishment. Miss Mac, you have touched many lives and Sageville School is so lucky to have you as our principal.
But we're not the only ones who feel that way. SNN presents a special report. Miss McDonald, 30 years as a school principal.
Before we show the special video, would Miss Mac please come forward? We can see you back there, Miss Mac. Have a seat.
You guys are going to want to have a seat and face that direction.
Hi, Jean. Congratulations. 30 years of being a principal. That is amazing. I had the chance to teach with you at 2 schools, Sacred Heart and St. Columbkills. I think we laughed more than anything, and I had a blast. I also had a chance to teach your daughters, too, and that was more fun than I can count, too. Besides our love of teaching and doing what's best for kids, we also have this great love of Shelties. So I brought my boomer to wish you congratulations, best of luck. I miss you. I need to see you more. And I congratulate you again on your 30 years.
Jean, the time we spent together were some of the best times of my career. There were days that we had to adjust ourselves, but we always found time to laugh. Congratulations on your 30 years.
Congratulations on 30 years, Jean. We sure had a fun time working together and saw a lot of things you could never make up. Congratulations.
Hi, Stacy Odell, ELL teacher for Sageville. I wish you so much congratulations, Jean. I'm going to do it in 7 languages. First in Spanish, felicidades. In French, félicitations. In German, Glückwünsche. In Japanese, omiteto. In Korean, chu kaha de mida. In Russian, Pozdravляю. And in English, congratulations, Jean.
This is for you, Jean. Children may forget what you said,
but they will never forget how you made them feel.
Happy anniversary!
Congratulations, Jean, on being 30 years of being a principal. I just want to say thank you. I remember all the times you have touched the kids' lives and our lives, and I just remember when you came to my house on Easter break and when I was sick, and you had a special place in my heart ever since then. So congratulations on 30 years.
Jean, when I left Eisenhower and found out I was coming back to Fulton, I was happy because you were here, and I'm always happy to work at any school that you are at. Happy anniversary to you, and hope to see you again soon.
Jean, I can't believe you've been a principal for 30 years. Really? Did you start when you were 10? It was my joy and honor to work with you at Fulton. I always remember that our dads, who were political polar opposites, were good friends. Do you think they could teach us something today? Congratulations, Jean, and here's to 30 more.
Hey Jean, happy anniversary. You've been a principal for more years than I've been alive, which is an amazing feat for you to have. But I wanted to say congratulations and happy anniversary.
Hi Jean, congratulations on 30 years. Thanks for getting us these great part-time jobs. Good luck.
That's right, Jean. Thanks a lot. Miss ya. That's it.
Hey Miss Mac, it's Anna Gates. I remember how you always used to ask to read the note that my mom put in my lunch every day. At Fulton, you are always so caring about everybody. You always stop to say hi to everyone. You're always so involved with everything, and I really love that about you. Thank you for that experience at Fulton, and congratulations on 30 years as a principal.
I'm here in my kitchen because this is where my fond memories started. It was August afternoon in 2012, and I was waiting, not very patiently, for a call, hopefully, regarding a position that opened at Sageville. Well, the time had come and gone when the posting would have been closed, and I thought that I probably was going to get a call, but I didn't. And so I was sad and crying, and my husband pops in and says, "Jill, there's somebody here to see you." And of course I'm thinking, oh, wonderful. I look great right now after crying and all that. And there was Jean in my driveway, personally came to tell me that I made the Sageville team. So I want to thank Jean for all the hard years of work that she's put into me and supported me, and I've just been very blessed working with you, Jean.
Hi, Miss Mack. Just wanted to congratulate you on 30 years of service. What an awesome accomplishment. We're so happy to have you here at Sageville, and I want to thank you personally and professionally for all the things you've done for me and for our staff and students at Sageville. Congrats again.
Jean, I've been lucky enough to work with you both at Fulton and here at Sageville, and one thing remains constant. You are very dedicated and committed to not only making the students the best people that they can be, but also making us teachers and the rest of our staff the best we can be. We appreciate you, and we're so grateful that you've been our leader.
Hi, Miss Mack. Congratulations on 30 wonderful years. What a great life. You've made the difference in the lives of so many kids. I am just happy to be a part of that journey. Thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations, Miss Mack, on 30 years as a principal. It's been my pleasure and honor to work with you for many years, first at Fulton School and now at Sageville. And the thing I'll remember about you is the first time I met you at Fulton, I was in your office and you said, "How can I help you?" And I said, well, it would be great if I had a green wall to do some special effects. We had just gotten this brand new conference room at Fulton, and most principals, I think, would have said, not a chance, but you embraced that concept and saw the possibilities and allowed painters from the school district to come in and paint this pristine, beautiful white wall green, and I mean green. And it was because of your willingness to go forward with that we were able to do a lot of awesome productions. So thank you and all the best.
Hi Jean, I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for being so flexible and supportive as my role as a school counselor. Happy 30th for being a principal. Maybe we'll have 30 more together.
Congratulations, Miss Mack, for being a principal for 30 years. Thank you for being at Sageville School. I like how you always help students. You rock.
Congratulations, Miss Mack, for being a wonderful principal for 30 years. You're an awesome principal. Thank you for helping me concentrate and planning such fun things at Sageville, like spring fling and field day. You're the best.
Happy anniversary, Miss Mack, and I've always loved it when you called me Bright Blue Eyes.
Congratulations, Miss Mack, on your 30th year of being the principal. She wakes up every morning to a fantastic day at Sageville.
Mom, 30-some years ago, you embarked on a journey that has led you to where you are today. While pregnant with me, you took a chance on your career and became principal. Since then, you have been full steam ahead. You want to make a difference in others' lives, and you have. Because of your compassion towards education and making a difference, you have given so many confidence in the Dubuque Community School System. Education has always been so important to you. You always say no one can ever take away your education. Because of that, I continued my education and will encourage my children to do the same. You are a leader and role model to so many in the community. You inspire your children, your staff members, your parents, and other community members with your influential talents and gifts. Your work ethic and dedication to being a phenomenal principal speak for itself. I believe you succeed because you love what you do. Your staff, students, and parents are your second family. You are giving, selfless, kind, compassionate, and the Dubuque Community School System and Sageville School is lucky to have you. I'm proud to say that you're my mom. Congratulations on your 30th anniversary as principal. I hope that the rest of your days as principal are fulfilling and rewarding. I am so proud of you, and I love you.
For most of my grade school years, I had the privilege of having my mom as my principal. Being able to see her in action since I was little has made such an impact on me then as it continues to today. Not only is my mom great at her job, but she loves her job, and that's why she's always been so successful at it. Her hard work and dedication to her career continues to grow, as well as her love for the students and the faculty. My mom is Superwoman to me. Through all the good and bad times, she never gives up. She fights and works through it, and that's the kind of person that I want to be. No matter how bad a day my mom might be having or how much she has going on, she always puts everyone before herself. My mom is the most selfless person that I know. She cares a lot and has passion for her school and her faculty. I couldn't be more proud to say that she is my mom. For so many reasons, I hope I'm able to be half the person that my mom is. We're so proud of you, Mom, for all you do for us girls, for your school, your faculty, and your students. Happy 30 years as a principal. No one does it better. I love you.
Mom, you were only my principal for my preschool year, but seeing you around school was the best part of my day. I was sad to see you leave, but ever since then, you've continued to impact others at Fulton and Sageville. Your dedication and hard work to your schools has reflected who you are as a person and has shown others what it takes to be successful. You have demonstrated what it means to be a helpful and selfless person to everyone. You see the best in everyone and never give up on them. I'm proud of all your accomplishments while being a principal for 30 years.
Mom, having you as a principal has been such an unforgettable experience. Helping you with small projects and activities at Fulton to now seeing you succeed at Sageville has been so amazing. Ever since I can remember, you have always been the one that I looked up to. You set the perfect example for what it means to be a hard worker, not only for me and my sisters, but for your staff and students as well. You are so dedicated and talented at what you do, and I admire you for that. I love you so much, and congrats on your 30th year of being a principal.
custodians before you and bus drivers, I do this for you and I love it so much. And so, I can't even believe my family's here. How'd you get Kristen here? Great, let's go back to Texas. I just real quick want to introduce my family so you know who you receive because they suffered through this for years. Meals didn't get cooked, homework didn't get done because I was at my school and they got that and they were so, I hope they become great and strong women too because of what you saw and we did it together. So Elizabeth, she's going to be graduating from NICC. My mom, stand up, Mom, come on. They got to figure out where this all came from. This is my mom. Andrea is a senior at Wallace, stand up. Maria is a designer at Spot and Rose. Kristen with little baby Lincoln who was born on President's Day. She's a 911 operator. And my sister-in-law Leanne is here. She's the farmer. And the family, Maria is a movie producer out of Texas. And my sister Trish, my sidekick, gets involved in a bunch of stuff in Dubuque. And I'm going to marry that man on July 9th. This is Bob's birthday. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Jeff Dyer, your sticker. You're going to pay for that. Thank you. I do it for you, and I'll keep doing it for you.
Welcome to SNN, Sageville News Network. I'm Sandy. And I'm Paige. Our top story for May, Spring Fling. We had another awesome Spring Fling. Huge thanks to our PTC for putting it together. Here are some highlights. Grades 1 and 3 plus our 4th and 5th grade choir put on another wonderful music program. Miss Schultes directed this amazing production. Check it out. Invention Convention in May.
They came up with some creative inventions. Here's what happened.
It's springtime, and that means the Sageville Garden. We had a work day where we cleaned up the garden and got it ready for summer.
Sageville held its Battle of the Books in May. Then 2 weeks later, our winning team competed at the district Battle of the Books.
The Sageville team, Nerd Alert, did a great job.
Mr. Haller's class wrote to a senator and got a reply.
In Mr. Haller's class, we wrote letters to U.S. Senator Joni Ernst, who works in Washington, D.C. Senator Ernst is a U.S. Senator from Iowa. She is the first female senator in U.S. history who is a combat veteran.
We received a letter back. This is what she said. Dear Mr. Haller's 4th grade class, thank you all for taking the time to contact me about serving in the military in my role as United States Senator for the great state of Iowa. I am especially impressed with your interest in military policy and your support for our troops. Thank you for reaching out to me. I encourage you to continue to write your elected officials with any questions you may have. I wish you all the best in the future. Sincerely, Joni K. Ernst, United States Senator.
That's all for this month and this school year. We'll see you next year for SNN's 5th season.
Up next, the epic conclusion to Sassy Goes to School. Trust us, this one is big.
SNN wishes everyone a wonderful summer vacation. Until next school year, we hope that your news
is good news.
Sageville School. You're never coming back here again.
Here we go. I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here tormenting lands till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some more things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PE, art, music, sakes alive. Y'all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville, Sassy's going to school.
The helicopter is on its way. Soon I'll have you back in Washington, D.C. I found you thanks to my squat sensor. Government money well spent.
Sassy. Sassy's gone.
Guinea, pull yourself together. Quit being a sissy. We gotta find Sassy. But first, you gotta change your ways.
I don't understand.
No surprise there. Remember, before you became a daddy to a Scotch, before you became all domesticated, you was wild and untamed. You were the world-famous outdoor adventurer, Lance Evergreen.
I still don't understand.
Well, do you remember this? Well, you're right on the outside. Now we gotta get you right on the inside, Greeny. Where do you think that Squatch might be?
I ran into that stranger, Sergeant Major Stonefield. Lola was warning me about that guy. He was asking questions about Sassy.
Now I heard about that Stonefield, Greeny. You're gonna need help. Lots of help. Who do you know around here that could help get Sassy back?
Well, there are those small humans.
That might have been the fastest you ever had an idea, Greeny. Now, while you're getting your help, I'm gonna bring in some of my own helpers.
Thanks, Leroy. You're 1 in a million.
No, I ain't. Actually, my family tree's got lots of branches. Some are a bit twisted, sure, but we Lookums are a proud bunch. I think it's time to bring in the whole family. My older brother Leonard, and my younger brother Lil. We span 3 generations in 1 generation.
5th graders, I need your help. Sassy needs your help. This is the hour. This is the moment. Will you help us?
Sassy means a lot to us. It wouldn't be Sageville without Sassy.
If someone messes with Sassy,
they mess with all of us! You better believe we will help Sassy. Yes! Let's do it! But what can we do?
First, we have to find him. And that's going to be the most difficult part.
Lance, he's outside. In a net.
with a Marine.
Well, that was easy. Now, how can we save Sassy? Well, I was thinking, I know, I try to avoid that as much as possible. Here's my plan.
Are you a Marine?
Of course I am. Now please go away. This is no place for children.
It's a school.
How does that net work?
Will you show us?
We love to learn new things.
You young children are so inquisitive.
Run, Sassy, run!
He got away! Very tricky, young children. Very tricky. The final battle begins. Let's see how fast those big feet of yours can run.
It's over, Stonefield. You're not taking Sassy from Sageville.
The way you help the Sasquatch, this school must really like him.
They do, and so do I.
I never understood how important the Sasquatch was. I thought he was important to study, for science and research. And now I see he's important because he's a part of the school. And I can't take him away from you.
Glad you finally see things right and proper.
I'm gonna head back to my undisclosed location, back in Washington, D.C. Here, I won't be needing this anymore.
Look at that Sassy. He sure does love this school.
I wonder how this thing works. Another Sasquatch?
That there's a lady squatch, Greenie.
How can you tell it's a lady Sasquatch? Is it her body posture? Is it the size of her feet?
No, she got on a pink t-shirt. I think Sassy found himself a friend.
I love happy endings.
I do too, Greenie. In fact, I think I feel a song coming on.
I know a squatch and his name is Sassy. Come from a swamp up north of Tallahassee. Showed up here, told me the lands, till I showed him the Sasquatch dance. Now Sassy got some other things to do. What do you know? Sassy's going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school.
Hey, Sassy!
Going to school. Preschool, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Art, music, sakes alive. You all better watch out in the office too. Nobody knows what Sassy's gonna do.
Hey, Sassy!
Hey, Sageville Sassy's going to school.